We're on another installment of Will It Develop. That is where we develop recipes together from the notes in my note app. Today we're going to be doing this one down at the bottom. It says ground beef and green bean casserole, no canned soup, Gruyere and smoked cheddar, cheese topping, maybe onion soup mix, maybe French onions. Now originally I was going to do ground beef with this recipe, but I've decided to do Jimmy Dean. We're just doing the regular. This is 1 pound. I have already decided that I'm not going to do the French onion soup mix in it, but I am going to do the French fried onions on top. I'm cooking this in my Lodge cast iron because I'm going to transfer it to the oven to bake. Every time I use this on my glass top, people are like, I thought you couldn't use cast iron on glass top. I don't know for sure. I've always done it. Just be careful moving around because it can scratch your stove top. Okay, my sausage is just about done cooking, so I'm going to go ahead and add in mushrooms. This is 4 ounces of Baby Bella. I dice these up very small. These are going in. Along with half of a yellow onion, finely diced. Now, I didn't drain any grease out of here, and Jimmy Dean sausage normally doesn't have a lot, so I'm probably going to add about a tablespoon of oil to this to cook down the mushrooms and onions. I added some olive oil. I don't have any reason for that, just that it is the easiest to grab because I have it right here. And if you don't like mushrooms, you can leave those out. I'm going to season this up with some garlic powder, some Italian seasoning, salt, and pepper. Right here I have 2 12-ounce packages of cut green beans. I would suggest using frozen or fresh. These are frozen. Don't use the canned kind or they'll fall apart while they're cooking. I thought these were thawed out, but obviously not all the way. Okay, everything's combined well. I'm gonna let these green beans cook for about 10 minutes. Now I'm gonna add in 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. I may do 2 cups, but we're gonna start off with about 1.5 cups. Okay, definitely do 2 cups. I was gonna add some shredded Parmesan, but I decided not to. Right here is 4 ounces of smoked cheddar and 6 ounces of Gruyere. I shredded it and then tossed it together. Now I'm gonna put this over the top. Once this part's complete, I'm going to move it to a 375-degree oven and cook it for about 30 to 40 minutes. I'll give you the total cook time as soon as it's done. All right, I'll let this go for 30 minutes. Now I'm gonna top it with some French fried onions. This is a 6-ounce container, and I'm gonna put it back in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes just to let these crisp up. And I'm gonna taste test this one right here for poison. All right, y'all, here it is all done. I'm gonna let this rest for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then we're gonna do a taste test. All right, here it is served up. I'm gonna get a bite ready, and we're gonna do a taste test. Let's go. Okay, that is very good. This recipe is also going to be going in my next cookbook, which I hope to have released by the end of October. Now, I do want to say that there's one thing I would change about this. I would add probably about 1/2 cup more of heavy whipping cream just because there's not really a sauce, and I kind of wanted it a little bit saucy, and I would not add salt to this. So for the purpose of my cookbook and this recipe, don't add salt and add a little bit more heavy whipping cream.